The Blue Bison HR Manager contains an easy-to-use payroll processing system. It is designed to drastically reduce the manual, tedious and error-prone clerical work common to most personnel departments. With the Blue Bison HRM system, the complex payroll process is split into simplified payroll steps. Today we will be looking at Payroll Step 2, Hours Import. Select the appropriate pay frequency and pay periods from the drop-downs. Choose options from the filter list based on the division, department or jurisdiction for which you are running payroll. Under the Import Type section, select whether you will be doing a basic or advance import. Basic imports are used when there are no variations or need to override the employee rate, division, department, job code, etc. It focuses solely on storing the hours worked. Advance imports are recommended when you need to use job code rates instead of employee hourly rates or override payroll-related information. Download the appropriate template here. Let's go through the meanings of the different columns in this sheet. Column A. Employee code. This identifies the employee for which the information is being inputted in the respective row. Column B. Hourly category. This defines the rate which the employee will be paid. It can either be a job code rate, employee regular hourly rate, overtime, or public holiday rate. Note that the job code rate is usually different from the employee's regular hourly rate. Column C. Job code. This is used when an employee is assigned to a job that is not their standard role. For example, a bartender may be asked to be a server, therefore the server role may be associated with a different rate. Division, department, subdepartment, cost center, GL code, is typically not used unless the employee is assigned a job outside of their normal categories. Column I. Hours. Input the number of hours worked for each hourly category. Column J. Rate. Use this field if you need to override an employee or job code rate. Column K. Use employee rate. This column is used to keep the employee's regular hourly rate despite being assigned a job code category. Here is an example: an advance import sheet for a restaurant. John Doe currently works as a bartender for $20 an hour, but fills in as a server when needed for $14 an hour. His 30 regular hours as a barman, it would be entered as regular in the hourly category column, and the amount of hours worked would be entered in column I. He also did 12 hours overtime in his regular position, which would also be noted in column B and I. For this pay period, John also worked 5 hours as a server. A server job code would have been created in the hourly categories option in Blue Bison that we can now assign John here. If John were to keep his current employee hourly rate while working as a server, then the option to override the job code rate can be activated by typing uppercase true into column K. Ensure that you save your sheet after you've completed it. If you have done an advance import, then click the Advance Radio button in the Blue Bison system. Click Choose File and select the sheet from your computer, then hit the Import Hours from CSV button. The import file content will be validated and indicated errors will need to be resolved before proceeding further. If you chose the basic file import, click the Basic Radio button and follow the same steps mentioned previously. In the basic import, you can also enter the hours manually into the grid. If you need to get information regarding leave or overtime hours from the Blue Bison system, then click the Import Attendance Hours button, then add the hours worked in their respective column and click Save once done. If the hours were entered incorrectly, you can use the Delete Hours button to reset the grid, and then re-import your sheet or manually enter the hours again. You are now ready for Payroll Step 3. We hope this tutorial was helpful. Remember, you can always click this blue book on most pages in the HRM system for more information. If you need